Alright, welcome to my walkthrough with commentary of Octavi Navarro's Uninvited. It's a really cool game. It's short, but it's beautifully animated and there's a lot of depth to it. And you might have some fun at my expense with my attempts to do a little bit of voice acting while I read for the characters and files on the game too. So, let's get into it. It really is a game with a lot of heart. And it's short, but it has a lot of depth to it. And Octavi Navarro, his pixel art is amazing, his music is amazing, and Susanna Granell, I'll say that wrong again later too, probably, but she's also very good with the story and helping him on that. And they make a good team, they make a wonderful team, so it's a good game. Here I go into the voice acting.
The story I am about to tell never happened. Or maybe it did. I'm too old to tell reality from dream. The full moon shone bright that night, and strong winds shook the place, as they usually did that time of year. But even that didn't stop the three kids. I didn't know them personally, but they used to hang out around the neighborhood. They were popular and cocky. They reminded me of my army comrades. The ones who kicked me in the showers and filled my boots with pee. Those kinds of people, you know. Even in the thick darkness, they acted tough. But it would be of no use that night. What they were going to find in the Morgan's house, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Nobody else but me knew the secret behind that door, and I didn't warn them. I wanted to see what would happen. And I don't feel an ounce of guilt.
Dude, for real? What are we doing in front of your uncle's house? It's not his house anymore. He's locked in the psychiatric hospital. He just snapped after my cousin died. Okay. Hear me out. The situation is this. My brother came up here this morning and hid my collection of Midnight Zombies cards all over the house. They could be anywhere. He hid your stuff in the house where Nora died? Brother of the Year. You don't understand. I asked him to do it. What? Why would you do something like that? Because that's how my game begins. The Uninvited game. The rules are simple. Wait, what? 1. Whoever draws the shortest straw enters the house first. 2. If you find the entire collection of 13 cards, you win. This is a joke, right? 3. The only light you can carry is this jar of fireflies. Where the hell did you get that from? And beware of my cousin's ghost. She sure is hungry for revenge. You're nuts. Joking about your family's tragedy is sick. Look who grew a heart now. You made Nora's life hell at school. I mean, she was a nerd, but she didn't deserve... Doesn't matter. I'm not going into that house. Neither am I. Unless... What do we get if we manage to find all the cards? Whoever wins gets to replace me as gang leader for a whole month. What? Impossible! Don't get too excited. I'm playing too, and I don't intend to lose. Ready to choose a straw? What the Let's do it. What about you, Benjamin? You don't want to be the only one left out, do you? If you get scared of ghosts, you can always hide in the closet. You're the worst! Come on, bring the straws! Remember, 13 cards. You gotta find them all. They could be hidden anywhere. Ready?
Alright, so here we are at the character select screen, and Benjamin is easily stressed out, so you sweat 15% faster, and when your sweat reaches a threshold, the ghost can smell you. That's the dynamic of the whole game. Annette is nitpicky, so she can find coins faster, and Paul searches faster. And that's really useful if you want to make it through on the first go, because the speed helps. So, and Annette's coins will not help you if you're trying to make it through on one.
You got the shortest straw. Here's a jar of fireflies. Don't shake them too much. They could get angry.
Psst. Hey, you. Come here for a second, will you? I have some merchandise that might be of interest. Do you want to take a look?
And here you can buy things, but you can't buy them yet. So that's why, actually, being Annette, it won't really give you any advantage as Annette, because only the next person could benefit from the coins. But the chocolate star will cause the ghost to go away. Like if you give the ghost chocolate, the deodorant spray will keep the ghost from being able to smell your sweat and find you. And the X-ray glasses will help you to easily know at a glance everything that you've already chosen.
Very well. Come back if you need something.
And I actually have a video of the X-ray glasses later, so that will show you what that looks like. But everything that you haven't searched yet will glow bright red, so you'll already know without having to check it if you've already searched in every given area. So those are the controls. Actually, I use a controller, a console type controller. Actually, it is a console controller. But your sweat automatically starts to go up. I recommend the console controller. It's just easier to maintain. This automaton welcomes you to the house, and then, though, actually whispers to you to hide in the closet if she comes, if the ghost comes for you. So the automaton is oddly sentient and on your side. So anyway, search in this order that you see me searching in. Now, one thing that I'm doing here, I've actually frozen the frame on the video right now, because when you're actually searching, I'm not sure that the ghost won't start to come for you while you're reading, so you don't want to slow down to read, but it's good to be able to stop and absorb the lore, because you find that a lot of important backstory through these. So I'm freezing the frame to read it for you here, so that you can get a chance to see it. So in this case, what we're seeing is a NASA identification card. Robert Morgan, training instructor. And we have Nora, who says,
I wanted so much to have an ID like Dad's. It was like having a direct pass to the secrets of the universe. So scary and beautiful at the same time.
So you're getting a glimpse at exactly why it's so important to be able to look at these things and check them out. And I really do hope maybe I am wrong about the fact that I'm wrong that the ghost will keep chasing you. Maybe the developer does pause everything while you're reading these, because it's so important to read them. That is a major part of the backstory. But at least you have them here in this video. So if you don't get to, and there may be a chance at the end, if it wasn't a glitch that I got once, where you can go through the house without being chased. So I don't know. But anyway, we'll always freeze the frame for all these items so that you can get a chance to look at them. And also we'll freeze the frame for the cards too, so that you get a chance to look at them. So, moving on. And there's our first coin. Use it to make purchases. That's what you're going to use to buy things from Mr. Smith, the elderly man at the beginning. So just keep searching everything in the pattern that I'm searching, like I said. Just an ad here for some Chinese food. Your spring rolls are just one call away, at your door in the blink of an eye. So just keep searching. We're searching the TV now, the TV stand. Searching the couch, searching everything. And here's our first example of seeing how much the other kids teased Nora. We see it says,
"You belong in space. Go back to your planet."
and then it points to the alien saying,
"Your only friend."
and we see, remember, like these kids, all of the kids seem to tease this poor girl, even her own cousin. So, her cousin who doesn't even seem to regret her death, so we see a glimpse of just how hard the poor girl had it. So now we have a telephone message here, voicemail.
"Hello, Mr. Morgan. I'm Julia, Nora's therapist. Your daughter hasn't shown up for our last 3 appointments, and I was wondering, well, how is she feeling? Please, get back to me when you have a minute."
I have to wonder if this was after Nora was already dead, and the therapist doesn't even know about it. I just wonder if that was the intent of the developer, is that's what we're supposed to get from that. That on the TV, Midnight Scenes, it is the other video game series from the developer. Another video game series from the developer. And it's actually pretty cool. It's like the Twilight Zone. I liked all 3 of them that I've played, and I think that's how many there are. Anyway, so in here, we found our first Midnight Zombies card. By the way, these are randomized, the locations. You're not going to find everything in the same places where I'm finding them. The locations are totally randomized. So our first Midnight Zombie card says it's Scarecrow Zombie. So there we go. This is the first in the line of what we're looking for. So going on and searching. More things, more things. Cat meow. That's all it does. You search the litter box. Oh, you can hear her singing now. And I actually just kept searching here, but you want to start being careful whenever you hear her singing and pay close attention to where the singing's coming from. Right now it sounds like it's coming from behind me somewhere in the hall. It's very important to pay attention so that you know what door she might come from. Picture of her first birthday.
"I always tell Dad I have no memories of that day. I was only 1 year old after all. But if I close my eyes and focus, I swear I can still hear the sound of Mom's laughter while she took this picture. What I would give to spend some time with her again."
And here is the first glimpse on my playthrough that we have of the fact that Nora's mom was dead. We hadn't heard her mentioned by the kids at the outset, but we didn't really know why that was necessarily. So here, you will find things in a different order than I do, but in this playthrough, this is the first sign that we have that even before Nora died, it was just her and her dad for a while. Still hearing the singing of Nora, of her ghost, as we search. Okay, at this point in time, she's stopping, so gives us a little more time to search. She comes and goes, so sometimes. Oh, and there's her cat, the cat that used the litter box. Seems a really happy little Japanese anime kind of cat. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this room because I can hear that her voice seemed to be coming from outside the kitchen door in the hallway. So I'm going over here to wait till she comes closer to this door. Oh, here's an important mechanic. See, one thing that I've never seen when I've watched playthroughs of this, or that I've not read about anywhere, I just kind of stumbled on it on my own. The sweat mechanic, there is a way to wipe away the sweat from your character. Now, you have to do it at the right time. If you do it at the wrong time, it can kill you. But here it is. This is the trick to wiping your sweat away that, again, I've not seen anywhere else. It seems that everybody thinks it's impossible and that you just have to rush through the game before your character reaches the critical point where your sweat is in the red, or else you'll just be stuck there forever, except for the use of one item that can make it easier. So what you do, you pause, as you see here, and you're going to go to Options, Drag your cursor up here to the sweat bar. You can see it up there. Now take the cursor somewhere down low on the sweat bar and click. Voila, you've wiped the sweat away. It's literally a game changer. Yeah, I need to use that often in this game. I can see why people think that the game is impossible otherwise. So now we're going up. We're searching that, didn't find anything. I still hear her singing somewhere. And it's stay near a closet when you can. Know where the closets are, because you're gonna need those. The reason with the sweat that there's still strategy involved with wiping it is because if you wipe it while you're hiding in a closet that way, then the instant that you unpause the game, you're gonna exit the closet, and if she's there, it's gonna cause you to die. So, alright, so now we're searching in the bathroom.
Sertraline, Prozac, Effexor. The doctors prescribed me 3 different drugs. They said I'd feel better, that my monsters would disappear. But they didn't know what they were talking about.
So we see that Nora has been given different drugs, and as you'll see through another file in the game, some of the authority figures in Nora's life blamed Nora for her troubles instead of her bullies. So this is another example of them misdiagnosing her and blaming her problems on the wrong thing. Another coin. Searching through the toilet. It's kind of gross that anybody would hide a card there, but you do find some things in the toilets sometimes in this game, so again, it's all randomized, but you do. Oh, I heard a door somewhere. Oh, and there she is. There she's singing, so I'm gonna wipe some of my sweat away again, because I don't want to get caught with high sweat in the closet. High sweat levels in the closet can be disastrous, because if you leave them high in the closet, she will sniff you out and open the closet and get you. But then if you, like I said before, if you wipe them while you're in the closet, you will leave the closet. So if she's outside smelling for you, you'll die that way too. That red means she's coming for you. Luckily, I know there's a closet this way, up the stairs and to the right as well. So I'm hiding, and now you get to see it in action. So you can hear the sound she's making, the sniffing sound. So you want to listen to those sniffing sounds a little bit. And after you wait a few seconds and you no longer hear her making those sniffing sounds, give it a few seconds to make sure she's not making those sounds anymore. It means she has gone away. Alright, so then what I often do, I take that as an opportunity to wipe my sweat away, and then you'll see, when you resume, you automatically leave the closet. So if she'd been out there, that would have killed us. That's why I waited till then. So she does go away off of the map for a little while after you've hidden successfully, so that's the perfect opportunity to get some breathing space to look around without her. Second Midnight Zombie card, Medusa Zombie. I like how all of these have a radically different theme. Rest in peace, Lillian Morgan, 1975 to 2016, always in our hearts. Another indication of Nora's mother having died young and tragically. Also, just a reminder, I'm freezing the video at these points in time. I don't know if the ghost would keep coming after you otherwise, so if you're using this as a walkthrough, you'll want to go through it faster than that. At least maybe. I don't know. Alright, now we need this code card, and the code will appear in that upper right corner. We'll need that later. Pay attention. Now this radio, I don't know if the noise is attracting her, but since I hear her singing out there, I want to attract her so that I can hide in the closet and reset her and get her off the map for a while. Is what I was trying to do there, kind of making noise. But I actually don't know if it really does anything or not, because you'd think she would already be right on top of me, even earlier. But anyway, I'm gonna wipe off some of the sweat there. So, but no, because I could hear her singing at that point. But now you know that that stereo system there makes loud noise if you interact with it, and that might attract her. Okay, her voice is faded, so I'm gonna go on to the bathroom here. This is the upstairs bathroom. My third Midnight Zombies card, Blood Zombie. Kinda gruesome. And that card must be soaking wet coming out of the bathtub that way. Nothing in the laundry basket. I can hear her singing now, so a lot of times I run back to this room, playing the guitar, trying to attract her with sound because, again, I want her to find me. Since she's hovering around in the area, I need her to go away from the map for a little bit of time. So it would actually be convenient if she would find me now so that I can hide in the closet and reset her. That is the big strategy here. Okay, I'm giving up for a little bit. Gonna go on. Search the shelves. Fourth card, Zombie Pup. Looks like a happy, friendly puppy to be a zombie. And remember, you can stop searching in the middle of searching just by clicking the button, which you may need if she ambushes you, because you need to just get out of there fast. Ugh, searching the toilet again. Cat zombie. Looking a lot scarier and more angry than the dog zombie, but maybe not quite as scary as the fact that we found it in the toilet. Paul's older brother, well, yeah, gross, hiding it there. Okay, going back to the closet at the moment because trying to have a safe place from the ghost, and hopefully she'll show up soon. Let's see. Gonna wipe off some sweat. Okay, now we've got her after me. As soon as you enter the room that she's in, it'll turn red like that, and then she'll chase you until you get to a closet. So we've been through this before, so you know the drill. Actually, you haven't seen her in this walkthrough. You actually can see her when she comes for you, but it's just by that point in time, it's often so dangerous that I wanted to make this walkthrough without any deaths, so I didn't want to risk it. But I may include at the end of the walkthrough a look at her. Okay, so now we've waited for her to stop making her sounds, and we've wiped away the sweat and left. So we're gonna go across the hall to this other bedroom, which looks like Nora's bedroom, what we were just in, this master bedroom. We search on this side first, and the reason for that is because we don't want to get caught on this side of the room, far away from the doors in case she shows up, so we want to get that out of the way while she has freshly left after we've hidden. So now we have a classified document.
Piles of classified documents were locked in Dad's office. I like imagining what kind of top-secret information they contain. Alien autopsies, newly discovered habitable planets. I always thought that if I tried my best to get good grades, one day I'd get access to their secrets.
So we're continuing to get insight into Nora's personality. Just this, you know, she has her problems, but there's also this side of her that's happy and curious and, you know, really had hopes and dreams for the future, so. Right. Now this fan, it refreshes your character, gets rid of your sweat without having to wipe it away manually. You can only use it once, though. Okay, there she is again. And here we found a science camp trophy.
This was my first big achievement. Many more would come later, always followed by cruel harassment from my classmates. I don't understand why they hate me so much.
And so more insight into the bullying she went through. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out where she could be coming from. Going again and camping out by the closet. I think that's actually, like, the recommendation even of the developers, like one of their official hints was that closets are your best friend in this game because of the fact that they keep you safe and they reset her on the map. Waiting. I don't hear her now, but she could easily be in the next room. Okay, there's her singing again. Let's see. Waiting, waiting. Okay, it's faded. Faded. I still don't hear it anymore. So we're gonna wipe the sweat away again. Don't want to get stuck in the closet with too much sweat. Oh, there she is. So back to the closet. Listen to her sniffing again until it's all over, until it's quiet for a little while. Ooh. Every now and then she does that little moan you just heard. So, I will say that whenever you see the ghost coming after you, if you ever do see that, definitely does not look like just a little ghost girl. It's heavily distorted, and you'll see at the end of the video if I show that clip. Alright, so anyway, now we're gonna go back here, because there's one thing that we didn't get to look at yet, this bench. Nothing there. So now we're gonna go to the end of the hall, upstairs, to the one last room that's up here. They have those clocks from different regions to tell the time, I guess. The time comparison maybe. Alright, so we're searching this upstairs living room, TV room area. I'm always kind of nervous searching the piano because I feel like she must hear that. This will always be there, this same message.
I found little Dory floating upside down in her fish tank the same day Mom left us. I don't blame her. I wanted to die too.
Again, poor Nora. Alright, so search this cabinet too. And now we see how Nora's mother died. Lillian Morgan, doctor of botany and professor at Seattle Central College, died last night due to complications during a routine surgery. Her family suspects medical negligence and has announced legal actions against the hospital, which could be sentenced to pay up to... And then it trails off. But yeah, so we can see that her mother not only died young, but in this really tragic way that could have been easily avoided. I actually know people, even within my family, who have lost loved ones in that way. So it adds more salt to the wound of Nora's poor, messed up life. Another thing that makes me nervous, because it makes all that noise, and I wonder if that's really making it. So, alright, so now, let's see, listening. There she is again. Okay, so, it's kind of hard sometimes because you can't tell where exactly it's coming from. But let's wipe away the sweat in case we find ourselves being chased. I know it might not be the most fun thing to watch, me kind of lingering around and waiting to see where she's coming from and everything, but that is part of it. So, I mean, part of the point of this video is to be a kind of a walkthrough, and this is the kind of thing that you will do if you want to take a wise approach to this game. There's going to be times whenever you're trying to figure it out. So I move forward. Gotta decide what to do and where she's probably coming from. And sometimes it's just, you know, you actually do end up taking risks just to make it not take so long. But every risk you take, that's a possibility of losing that life. that character for the remainder of the game, so... And here I go. I got there and then I thought maybe she was downstairs, but I don't think she was. You know, she was behind me, but I thought that for just long enough to run away. So now, here, finally going down the stairs. So, alright, so let's go up to this door. Remember we have that code that we got earlier? This is at the end of the downstairs hallway. And here we are in the office. Writing on a whiteboard. E equals MC squared or something like that.
I used to change the letters and numbers in his formulas when I was little. But Dad didn't get mad at me. It was our game. Too bad those times are behind us.
So we get a glimpse at one of the happy, playful moments that she remembers. And for the 6th Midnight Zombies card we've collected, we have Baby Zombie. Getting a whole family. Searching the desk. Ooh, 2 cards in a row. This one is the Pirate Zombie. Let's check the computer. And actually, you want to check that desk thoroughly, because just checking the desk, there's the computer here that you have to check separately, and also there's a key that we'll have to pick up. But anyway, let's see. So what we have here, we've found the laptop, and there's an email on it from Nora to her dad.
Hello, Dad. How's the training going at space camp? I miss you. The house feels so big when I'm here alone. P.S. Please don't forget to transfer the money this week. I need to eat sometimes.
And so just a little more of that father-daughter relationship they have that you can get a look at. There's that key that we'll need. It's for the attic and the basement. Another coin. That globe makes noise. I'm not sure if it attracts her at all, but I don't know. But anyway, we would have been finding a lot more coins by now had we been Annette with her nitpicky status. Just wiped some sweat away. It was getting a little bit too high up there. Now, I actually don't know if she can even attack you out here. But here we have Lily's garden, so that was the wife's garden out here. Another coin. But yeah, I've never actually had the ghost attack me here. And another coin. We're finally getting some coins here.
My first glasses. Dad got me these on one of his trips, but they didn't last long. Benjamin pushed me off the slide, and they went flying. I hurt my nose, and my glasses got smashed on the ground. I never found another pair like these.
So that's Benjamin, the kid who actually does seem in the beginning like he felt bad about Nora dying, but this is an example of the way that he did tease her while she was alive. So... a text message.
Weirdos are not welcome at our school. Go away or face the consequences.
So yet another example of the bullying Nora has received. In this case, kind of imagining it coming from Annette. So, yeah. We already saw that, so... 8th Midnight Zombie card. Scared zombie. Evidently even the zombies get scared. Already saw that. When in doubt, it's better to check something too many times, because at least then you'll know. Oh, 9th card already. Hungry zombie, which is pretty much the classic kind of zombie that everyone thinks of, right? But yes, like you saw a few minutes ago, I was checking something, even though I'd checked it before. At least then, it's better to do that than to leave the room and realize you missed something. I was just stopping there for a moment. Besides wiping the sweat away, I was looking at the moon there for a second, because this is the greenhouse. It's kind of a nice room in the house. Alright, so now we're back in. And I don't... Uh-oh. Yeah. Into the closet. Good thing I wiped the sweat not too long ago. Just waiting for there to be no sound for a few seconds. Alright. And now... that should be it. So, okay, let's go down to the basement quickly. This is the door down to the basement. We've got a few minutes where she won't be on the map at all. We have a school note here.
Dear Mr. Morgan, please call to set up a meeting with me about your daughter, Nora. We are noticing an antisocial pattern in her behavior. She doesn't get along with the other kids here and insists on isolating herself to the extreme. I worry this could harm her development and her social skills. Please call me at this number to arrange a meeting as soon as possible. All the best, Violet.
So here we actually have an example of the thing I was talking about how authority figures in her life have actually blamed her for her problems that other people are causing. Like here, she's clearly isolated because she's bullied, but people are blaming her for the bullying, which is sadly a classic case of what happens to lots of bullied kids in real life. A picture?
My first costume. It was a fantastic day. Dad took me to the Space Center to meet his colleagues. They gave me a bunch of rocket-shaped candies, and I felt right at home.
So just another one of her happier memories, compared to a lot of the bad memories we've also seen signs of. Another coin? We have 8 coins now. We would actually have enough for those X-ray glasses. And here's our 10th Midnight Zombies card. A one-eyed zombie. Cyclops zombie. Already checked there. Let's search this table. Nothing there. Another coin. There's a closet there. Keep that in mind. Uh-oh, I heard her, so now we're wiping the sweat away. Now this luggage here, it's noisy, so I think it's just memories, but it always makes me a little bit nervous. Okay, so I know where the closet is, and I'm keeping that in mind because I can hear her nearby. We have another coin here. I've already searched that. So there are other things closer to the door, but that's going to be obviously where she comes in if she comes, so I'm a little bit wary. Nothing there. And the bikes just, yeah, they just give you the sound of the... Oh, sounds like cards flipping. Okay, so I'm going in here. She's not in the room because it's not lighting up red, but she seems near, so I'm getting close to the closet. Yep, there it goes. So, alright, so now we're gonna wait for her to get finished with her sniffing, and then we'll leave, and actually we're headed to the attic next, which is the last room that we need to go, because we've done very thoroughly. And that's the importance of checking every item in every room as you go through, so that by the time you finally get to the attic, that really is the last place you have to go, and you don't have to come back and risk your life over and over. So, we're just going to dash straight up there after we wipe the sweat off and leave this closet now that she's off the map for a little while. So, we know that the last 3 cards have to be there. Nothing there, though. dollhouse. It just makes a sound. I can already hear her again, though, so... Our 11th Midnight Zombie card, and it's the Freezing Zombie. Guess we know how that guy died. It does make you kind of nervous to hear her singing when you're this close to the end, because it's like if you're trying to go for a no-death run. But there's a closet right there to my left, so... We will look at that in a little bit. So, let's see. Oh, and let's check out this door. The door is shut and doesn't have a lock, so there's something mysterious about that door. It's very important. Our 12th Midnight Zombies card, we're only one away from collecting it, and this is very important to get this close. You'll see why in a moment. And it's the Clown Zombie, so it's kind of fitting since so many people find clowns creepy anyway, so now it's a Clown Zombie. And that, I'm not sure if that's always the order that they'll be found in, but for me now, that is my 12th card. And now it should trigger something. You hear a door opening in the attic. The sound of a door opening in the attic. So that door now is unlocked, and it's important. But first, let's look at this.
I can't do this anymore. Everyone is probably right. And this is for the best. Forgive me, Dad. I love you. Nora.
And there it is. Even though I suspected it all along, this is when we find out that's how she died. You can even see where her dad probably is the one who found her and cut the noose and cut her down. No wonder the poor guy's snapped and went into the psychiatric hospital. Now let's open this door. And now we see her, a little shrine of sorts to her mother and how much she missed her mother. And this is her little hideout, you know, her little special place. You actually can't go out of that door anymore, so we see it. And here's the last card.
Midnight Zombies. Me.
Poor girl. Even in death. So you have to turn around here for Meet Nora.
The kids just suffered a few fractures and cuts. In the end, Nora taught them a lesson in humanity. The police treated the case as a brawl between kids and quickly closed it. But something changed in the eyes of those idiots. They showed up a couple of days later, with their heads lowered, embarrassed. Justice had not been served, in my opinion. But perhaps there was hope for them after all.
We're sorry, Nora.
So, that's Uninvited. Now we've beaten the game. That's how you do it. And I thought it was a really great game. I think it's got a lot. It's short, but it's got a lot of substance and a lot of depth. And Octavi Navarro and Susanna Granell, they did a really good job with this. I thought it's a sad story, and actually one thing to not overlook is that I think it's especially sad for Nora's father, because he's lost his wife some time ago, and now he's lost his daughter. No wonder, like I said, no wonder the poor guy is had to be committed. So, but at the end of the day, it's a story that has a lot of heart, I think. And I thought it was good that in the end, even the bullies actually they are sorry for what they've done. And they actually do grow a heart. And so I thought it was good. So thank you for watching, and I hope that this walkthrough helped you, and I hope that you enjoyed my narrating and the voice acting and everything. So, oh yeah, there were a couple more things that I wanted to go through, a few more things that I wanted to show. First, I think I said earlier that I would show what the X-ray glasses made everything look like. So here's a clip of putting them on. See? Everything glows this bright red color, and that's only the things you haven't searched yet. Notice what happens whenever I've already searched it. It turns back to its regular color. So that lets you know at a glance when you walk into a room what you've already searched and not. And that can come in handy for helping you search through the rooms quickly. The second thing I wanted to talk about is, I'm not sure if this was just a glitch or not, but on one of my playthroughs at least, after I had found all 12 of the cards and the final door unlocked, she stopped appearing through the house. The ghost did. So that was your chance. If that's not a glitch, then that's your chance to be able to look around the entire house at your leisure, which is what I'm doing in the background here. This was actually in that save file where, since she was no longer coming for me, I just had all the time to go back and look through everything, and that's when I first got to really look at all the items that I had seen, all of the papers and files at my leisure, and you just get to really roam about the house. So that's kind of neat if it wasn't a glitch. I'm not sure. So, third is something about the ending. The ending slightly differs depending on how many kids you have to play as. If you survive in only one child without having to use either of the other two characters, only one of the children is roughed up at the end, which is what you saw for me. But if you used all 3 children or 2 of the children, that's who's going to be roughed up at the end. So it does change. Last but not least, I said I might show the ghost the way that she looks before you've set her to rest and put her at peace, which is a lot different than at the ending there. So here goes.
Game over.